Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the Eastern Caribbean Securities Regulatory Commission agreement was established in October 2001. Mr. Member Shoza. As a body corporate responsible for the regulation of the securities market, exchanges for persons engaged in securities business and the public issue of securities in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. The agreement establishes the ECSRC, which is the Eastern Caribbean Securities Regulatory Commission, as the sole regulator for the Eastern Caribbean securities market, the CECSM, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, what this bill is doing is to make the ECSRC an act of Parliament to further strengthen the protections afforded by the Commission. So, it's the agreement, Mr. Speaker, and it may also please the member for Choiseul when I tell him that the agreement was signed by the then Prime Minister of St. Lucia on the 14th day of February 2020. Just February 2020. Just a year and a few months before that date. With the Speaker, so the member shows that we continue. He signed the agreement and we make it the force of law. All right, member Shoza? Good. All right, records. Good. Records. Okay. So, Mr. Speaker, and it was established in 2001, and several amendments have been made to the agreement, Mr. Speaker. These amendments were made in the year 2000 to strengthen it, Mr. Speaker. In the year 2020, Mr. Speaker, the members of the ECCU signed another agreement, which is the agreement that we are trying to put in the force of law, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, so basically, as I said, this agreement controls the business, manages the business of securities, regulates how the business is organized, Mr. Speaker, to ensure that it meets international standards, Mr. Speaker. And, Mr. Speaker, it also, in the agreement, provides immunity of the ECCB from any court action. The ECCB is immune from any court action, Mr. Speaker, and the agreement is enacted into domestic law in each ECCU member territory. The issue of the central bank's immunity from prosecution was therefore put beyond question. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank cannot be brought through the judicial process because of that agreement, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, it strengthens the protections offered by the commissioners, by the commission, the commissioners, the officers, and the employees. Just because, so it basically is bringing an agreement into the force of law. This agreement has been sanctioned by all the members of the ECCU. So all we have to do in St. Lucia is to pass it into legislation, Mr. Speaker. There is no devil in the details, because, as I said, it was signed by the now member from Microsoft, together with the governments of Antigua, Dominica, Montserrat, St. Kitts Nevis, and St. Vincent, all members of the ECCU. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.